The next method I'm going to show you is what we call synthetic division. This is the same problem as what you just worked on using long division. Now, we can also divide these polynomials using synthetic division because of the divisor. The divisor that we have here is in the form of x minus r. So we have x minus 2 right here as the divisor. Okay, because it's in that form, we can use synthetic division. So synthetic division starts with writing the value of r in a box. So it will look something like this. So in a box, since x minus 2 is in the form of x minus r, we just simply take the value of r, which is 2. I'm going to write 2 inside a box. Next step would be, the nice thing about synthetic division is we're not going to write the variables anymore. We're only going to write the coefficients. So the coefficients of the dividend. So if that's the divisor, this is the dividend. Okay. Let me write 2 over here. So we'll have some space. So I'm going to write the coefficients. The coefficient of 3x squared is just 3. Coefficient of negative 14x is negative 14. And then coefficient of negative 10 is negative 10. It's the coefficient of x to the 0 power, which you don't really write anymore. Now, also making sure that we are not missing any power of x. If we have any missing power of x, just like in the previous example, we need to write 0 as a placeholder. Alright, so now that we have that, the next step would be skip a line and draw a horizontal line below the list of coefficients. I'm going to skip a line, leaving some space right there. Next step is bring down the leading coefficient from the dividend and write it below the line. So we're now bringing down. Okay. So bringing down the first coefficient, we have 3 right there. Now next step is, after we bring down, we multiply the value of r by the number below the line. Okay, what does that mean? Let me rewrite this. We have brought down 3. I am now going to multiply r, which is 2, by this number 3, and I get 6. Now, the result, I'm going to write that below negative 14 here. Okay? So, ultimately, we're multiplying by r. Whatever is down here, we're multiplying by r. Next step is add the numbers in the column above the line. So, vertically, so what you could take note of is we multiply by r and we add vertically. So we're adding negative 14 and 6, you get negative 8. Again, I repeat multiplying negative 8 by 2, and I write negative 16 here. And then I add negative 26. Are these numbers familiar? Okay, from your long division earlier, these are actually the coefficients of your quotient. The last number here is going to be your remainder, and these are the coefficients of your quotient. Now the quotient, because we're dividing a 3x squared by x, the highest degree of your quotient would be x. So this is starting with x, 3x minus 8, and then this is your remainder minus 26 over the divisor. So this is your answer. So how we write our answer is going to be the following. Let me copy down the problem. 3x squared minus 14x minus 10 divided by x minus 2 is equal to the quotient, which is 3x minus 8 plus the remainder. Since it's negative, I can do minus 26 over x minus 2.